Hey everybody, Andy here, Sports and Songs, a special edition. Um, Jeff Beck passed away on the 10th of January. Jeff Beck, legendary, doesn't do the word, but legendary guitar player, all-time guitar great. A few years ago, Guitar Magazine ranked him number 5 all-time, arguably maybe even higher, depending who you talk to. Um, Jeff Beck was, you can't describe him with words. You listen to Jeff Beck play, you just relax. You just enjoy. Um, I don't want to say it was soulful music, but it was very bluesy. A little touch of jazz in there, I thought. Old school blues, but touch of rock also, obviously, when you look at his legends and influences in his life. Jeff Beck, first of all, born June 24th, 1944, passed away again, like I said, January 10th, 78 years old. Started with the Jeff Beck group. He was with the Yardbirds. Um, uh, Beck, Bogart, and Spice was another group he was with. Did some work with the Honey Drippers for a little bit. You look at some of his influences he had listed in his life. Les Paul, Muddy Waters, Bo Diddley, Jimi Hendrix. In the Yardbirds, he replaced Eric Clapton. Played with Jimmy Page when he was with the Yardbirds. And the Jeff Beck group, Ronnie Wood from the Stones was in that group, and Rod Stewart was the lead singer. His last album he recorded in 2022, the album 18. He recorded that with Johnny Depp. He hung out, associated himself with good musicians. Not saying other good musicians are always around junk. I'm sure Jeff Beck played with a few people he thought, what the hell am I doing here? But he was just so, you listen to him talk. If you could find an interview with him. I mean, he did tons of interviews, but he never did the interviews where, here's my opinion on society, you're wrong. Here's my opinion on what's going on in the world, you're wrong. Here, I use this product, you're wrong. He didn't do that sort of stuff. He was just a musician. So Jimi Hendrix, a big influence of his. They'd met a few times, he said. One interview I heard during the research for this, he goes, I don't think there's a picture out there of me with Jimi Hendrix. So he was with him a few times, met him a couple times. Of course, like everybody else, influenced by Elvis and the Beatles. He is in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame twice. Once with the Yardbirds, once on his own. He really, those who know guitar know what I'm talking about in this. He was a big fan of, and really, he didn't overuse it, but he used the whammy bar. I like that term. And for the blues he did in that, really, wow. He was also, one of his hobbies was he was into Ford hot rod cars. That his 1989 album, Jeff Beck's Guitar Shop. Album cover is in a garage. He's working on a guitar. Guitar is up on the hoist. He's working on it. And you hear the sounds in the first song like in a garage and out of garage. That's what I was listening to when I was doing the research for this, was that album. The sad thing is his career started way back late 60s. Didn't get his first Grammy till 1986. Now it's for Best Rock Instrumental Performance from his album Flash for the song Escape. Just words can't describe it. The best thing I can say about Jeff Beck is when I listen to Jeff Beck, he's one of those guitarists, and I've said this about other guys before, Robert Johnson, Muddy Waters, B.B. King. When you listen to him, maybe not today here in Minnesota with the weather, maybe that was south, maybe remember this in the spring and summer. You're outside on the deck, got a nice glass of your favorite drink, and you're just relaxing. He's not background music for your conversation. again, a lot of it was instrumental stuff, his solo stuff. So it's not really exactly sing along songs. Um, you just sit back and relax. Maybe sitting around the fire at night. Listen to a little Jeff Beck. If you're outside, glass your favorite beverage on ice. Maybe a good cigar in your hand. And listen to Jeff Beck. This summer, that's your homework assignment. Um, I know I will be again this year doing that and raising a toast to Mr. Jeff Beck. He will be missed. He was an inspiration to many. And I hope those who now will start listening to him because of this. This is the sad thing that happens. Someone passes and everybody's got to go listen to him now. Listen to him. And maybe he can inspire someone else, or someone else can use as an influence. But Jeff Beck will be missed.